the hot new investment that has everyone scrambling to cash in. It's Bitcoin, a decentralized currency completely unassociated with any nation's economy. Today we talk to Nigel Portis, one of Bitcoin's premier brokers, and determine whether you too should invest.
Tell me, are you rich? Are you ready to retire right now?
Whoa, I'd rather keep that private.
I'm gonna take that as a no. My point being, if you ask any sharp guy or gal worth millions, if they're comfortable in their finances, they'll let you know. They'll answer no problem, and then say, fuck you, and then probably drop a cool quote from a Scorsese movie.
Understood.
Now, you look like someone who's pretty conservative. Probably have a 401k, some low-yield investments like Coca-Cola. Right off the bat, it's bullshit.
Bullshit?
Bullshit. It's a sucker bet. You're putting your financial fate in the hands of who? CEOs? The government?
But this is a system that's worked, arguably, for thousands of years. Why the change now?
This broad. All the marbles have been gathered up by a handful of bullies, and they already left the frickin' playground.
So what next?
What next? Tell me, you ever been caught with a prostitute? I mean a high-class escort, not some street-walking hooker.
I don't think so.
Really? My point is that what's next is you get your hands on as many of these as you can.
And what are those?
Bitcoins.
For what seemed like hours, Nigel gave me a full-on demonstration of Bitcoins, and in the most objective terms possible. I must say, I was impressed.
You see this one? That's a one-of-a-kind Pinocchio Bitcoin. This is what you're hoping for when you make a serious commitment to investing.
I have to admit, Mr. Portis, when I first heard of Bitcoins, that's not exactly what I thought of.
That's because, like most of America, you're not that bright. Now, tell me, do you do blow?
I'm sorry, what?
Coke? White lines? Powder?
I guess.
My point is that at any given time, most people, especially people in America, don't know what the fuck is going on. In particular, when it comes to investing.
And the answer is Bitcoin.
The answer is motherfucking Bitcoins.
While confidence in the new currency is high, some investors like Virginia Oblinsky of the Pink and Soblinsky Group are less than enthusiastic.
Bitcoins are ridiculous.
What's the source of your hesitation?
They're far too unstable. Here at the Pincus Oblinsky Group, we practice traditional trading methods that have served us well for decades.
I get that, but for those of us who are less finance savvy, could you go into better detail as to why Bitcoins are so unstable?
Say you have a Marvel Bitcoin. They're trading extremely high right now. It would behoove you to add this to your investment portfolio to attract bids of equal or greater value.
Again, I am very confused.
Allow me to demonstrate. Here we have our typical investment scenario where you place your Bitcoin investment stack atop another investor's stack. When we execute the transaction, any Bitcoins that land face up are your yield.
I see.
While you may be lucky and gain a Little Mermaid Bitcoin or even a cool Roebuck Bitcoin, you will have lost your Wolverine versus Sabretooth Bitcoin in one transaction.
Very risky.
Extremely risky.
So what do you suggest instead?
Marijuana.
Oh. Wacky tobacco.
Sticky, icky.
Oh.
Tell me, have you ever killed a man?
You mean literally?
I'm talking about taking away all a man's got and all he's ever gonna have.
I don't think so.
My point is that you've got to get in the game. And in any game, you've got to have an edge. You don't have an edge by playing by the rules.
And what does that have to do with Bitcoins?
You haven't listened to one fucking word I've said, have you?
This is being recorded.
Touche, asshole. But if you're gonna get serious about trading in Bitcoins, you need to take my advice.
Now I'm listening.
1, make sure you are risking less than your trade partner. If I'm coming in hot with a Knight Rider Bitcoin, you better believe I'm not slamming for anything less than 3 rare villains from Batman's Rogue Gallery.
But what about Clayface?
Hell no! Riddler at the very least. And 2, diversify your stack. Make sure they're not all facing up, especially toward the top.
That makes sense.
Goddamn right it makes sense. I've been doing this for 15 years. Now tell me, are you ready to get in the game?
How much? The rarest combination of financial security and insane fun. Bitcoins are here to stay. And if one were to ask me if it were a sound investment, well, I'd say I'd stake my Mint Spider-Man Bitcoin on it. Good night, America.